Hi, guys. I am so sorry that I am running a little late. Uh, that's not like today. Today is a very hectic day. I am so thankful that you're being on. I'm so sorry for the delay. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. Um, Today was a crazy, crazy day. I had to go to the hospital to get some blood work with my mom and did all of that. I hope everybody's doing well. And then we did some other there was other things that were going on. So it's just been a crazy, crazy day. Let me tell you that the situation at the hospitals are very, very oh my God, they're so um restrictive. You have to wear masks, you have to do this. Hey guys. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to be making this up to you guys, and probably I'll do another live later this weekend or next or tomorrow. Hi, Rudy. So I'm glad that I'm here. I wanted to ask everyone, and what we're going to do is just like have a little chit chat session here. I want to see how are y'all doing with the platinum tier. If you're looking at this live, you are platinum a member. You should be at least, but um hold on one second. Let me see here. Hope I'm doing the maybe this is a different one. Hold on one second here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the right one. I don't know why it's showing different here, but something looked different on the screen. But anyways, um I hope y'all are enjoying the platinum tier. If you're tuning in, thank you, Rudy. You're so sweet for the donation. I wanted to ask you guys, like, just drop comments below. How are y'all liking um, the platinum tier? Are y'all getting, or have y'all gone through the tarot courses for the Rider Waite? And are you enjoying the tea? Debbie Marie, she says that would explain why I only get to see replays. No, I don't do. This is my first live for all of my platinum members, the platinum tier. So only you guys that would have access to the actual link would be here. But that's the only thing, you know. I have not been like doing secret lives on YouTube just for certain people. Y'all are the first person. So somebody's saying that they're not a platinum tier member. Well, if you're not, just enjoy it. I'm getting used to all this. Is my first live for my Patreon for the platinum tier. And if those of you that are tuning in, if you're not a platinum member and you're tuning, you're like, what the heck is he talking about? Basically, I'm talking about my Patreon. So I may have to do Zoom next time to keep it a little bit more intimate. But I'm glad that all of you that are either on my Patreon or not are tuning into this live because just bear with me. It's been a crazy, crazy energy, and this, like I said, this whole thing with Patreon, I'm kind of getting used to how to do like public platforms and whatnot. So this is all going to be about my platinum members and that Patreon. So that's what I'm talking about. The Debbie Marie says this is the first notification I ever got. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people are confused. Like this live is dedicated only, it was supposed to be dedicated only to my platinum tier members, the subscribers to my Patreon. But it doesn't matter. I think when I went live, it goes live and there's no way to make it like a private link, which is okay. So anyways, I'm not doing live readings. I'm going to be talking about the platinum tier for a little bit here. And then again, if those of you that are platinum tier members to Patreon, you can go back and just look at this video. But for those of you that are not aware, and those of you that are aware and that are a platinum member, I am giving exclusive content that's not located here on my YouTube channel. This would be videos that you would not see here. They're for psychic and development, stuff. They're also, oh, there's my platinums. Shout out to my platinum people. Uh, and then the platinum, like I said, and the tier one, the $1.99 per month, which is also like the first tier. Those members also are getting exclusive content to videos that I'm not pushing out here on my YouTube channel. It's not because I'm trying to make money off of people, and it's not because I don't want to put content out here on YouTube, but putting content out here on YouTube has been very difficult. It's been where they are censoring me. They're censoring a lot of us. And so these videos, like a lot of you, that Debbie Marie, you said that you weren't getting notified. That's the reason you're not getting notified. And a lot of people are not getting notified because they are censoring a lot of us that are too controversial for their, their sake. So that's the reason that I've kind of shifted to Patreon, and I'm teaching a lot of stuff on Patreon, psychic and development. For those of you that are tuning in that are platinum members, we have been discussing the Rider-Waite, right? Tarot. And I've been actually teaching that course. And so I hope that y'all are, you enjoyed the major arcana breakdown and also the minor arcana, which we've just gotten into. I believe what did I teach? It was the, I believe it was like the wands. That was a suite that I actually taught just recently. And so I'll be doing the other three suites, which is like the cups, the pentacles, that stuff. So hi, Ada. She says, hello, Ray. It's 2:30 a.m. from Perth, Australia. Been up for a few hours waiting. I love your videos. I love you guys, all my peeps from Australia, etc. And so, that's the whole thing. I want you to, if those of you that are tuning in that are not, I'm really pushing Patreon. I don't want to sound like a walking advertisement, but I am pushing it because a lot of the content is exclusive there, and it's things that I can say that I can't say here. So like a lot of the insights that a lot of you I see on my videos that y'all have been commenting, and you're like, Ray, give us the tea. Why don't you hold back? Give us the tea. Honey, I'm giving you the tea on Patreon on my platinum tier. And it's unedited. It is $10 per month though. So, I'm not going to push that on anyone because I know that we're in a pandemic right now. If you can't, you can't. And there's no like contract you can cancel at any given time. Hopefully you wouldn't. And you stay here with me. But I am trying my best to dedicate, apart from the private readings, to also be a mentor. And that's mainly what the Patreon Platinum tier and the 199 tier is all about. Me being more of a mentor and a teacher to all of you guys that are on a spiritual journey, that may be your own, you may be some of my colleagues out there that read tarot or that do psychic readings, that have clairvoyance like I do. And so this forum is a little bit more protected. It's more intimate in the fact that you don't have like a lot of people just going through your videos on YouTube and leaving, crap and trolls and all of that. The people that I have there are my rays of light, you guys. And I know that a lot of you rays of light out there that are tuning in can't afford it. So like I said, don't feel bad. Don't take this as like me like shoving it down your throat and saying you need to sign up like now, or I'm not going to do any content. No, because I'm actually doing a lot of content on YouTube still, and I still continue doing my celebrity readings. But I want to talk about we're going to practice today on the tarot. And for those of you that are not platinum, you can join in. Please join in. Feel free if you read tarot or not. This is going to be a like a tarot development video. So we're going to talk about that. Let me just pull some cards here. Give me 1 second here. Whew, I hope everybody's enjoying, because I'm not enjoying Texas right now, honey. It is hot. It is 109 degrees outside. It is humid. Humidity is 62. Tropical storm Cristobal sucked all the air out of the atmosphere, and it is hotter than Hades. You don't want to be in Texas right now. Unless you're from Texas, you know what I'm talking about. And especially if you're from Southeast Texas by the coast. Whew. All right. So I'm going to do some practice here for you guys. Okay. The question is, this is going to be the question that we're going to pose. And this is again for development. Feel free to chime in. I want to know what you're going to say. What is going on? Like, how would you interpret that? That's how I'm going to be working with a lot of you guys, posting in the actual Patreon and then doing it here live as well. So Yeah, it's hot, Kelly. It is very hot. Okay, so the question here on the Rider Waite tarot, that let's say we're gonna make a mock scenario. Okay, so we have Susan, and this is just a random. So if any Susans out there, don't get offended. Okay, let me turn on this light so you can see my face better. I look tinges of red and okay. Okay, so Susan is going through some changes in her life, and she comes to you guys and she's asking you for a reading, and she wants to know if she's going to get a new job that she's applied for. Okay, she wants to know if she's going to get hired at this new job that she's applied for. And remember, you're just using the tarot cards, and so you pull 3 cards for her out of the Rider Waite, and these are all major arcana. Okay, these are all major arcana. The reason I'm not mixing it up with minor in this is because I haven't gotten fully in the course to like finish teaching all of the minor arcana, the different suites. So I'm just going to start on what I've taught, which if you guys are platinum members, you've already tuned into this. But for those of you that are 199 or just my regular rays of light tuning in, feel free to join in. I want to hear what you have to say. So she comes to Susan. Susan comes to you, and she wants to know if she's going to get hired at this job that she's applied for. And you pull out the Tower. You pull the Magician. I'm going to hold these cards up. And you pull the Wheel of Fortune. What would that tell you? What do you feel like this? Use your intuition. I don't want you to go through the traditional interpretation of going to the Rider Waite manual and actually interpret it that way. I want you to interpret what you see here. What is this Tower card? Let's start with the Tower card. When you see the Tower card, what does that signify to you? Loretta, you go, girl. Yes, ma'am. Change, right? So this is like, it feels chaotic in the moment. You're no longer in your comfortability. There's some change coming to you. Okay. So we got the change. Massive change, yes. An ending. Okay, so like I want all of you guys to not be like inhibited and not comment. I want you to definitely say from your heart whatever. There's no wrong or right answers when interpreting the tarot. But a lot of people that teach tarot, they go into that, well, like you have to read it my way, you have to interpret it this way, and everybody has different ways of interpreting it, right? Okay, so we know that change is possibly coming. Then we get the Wheel of Fortune. What does the Wheel of Fortune symbolize to you? What does it mean? Remember, she's asking if she's going to get a new job, and she sees the Wheel of Fortune. Now, remember, when we see the Wheel of Fortune, it symbolizes change as well. The wheel turns. Wherever your luck is, it's changing. It's changing for the better. Usually your luck is going to change with the Wheel of Fortune. And again, that's kind of my like interpretation. So if you're looking at this, it could be, yes, it could be good or bad, but you have to look at both, all the cards. That's what we're going to get to. So yes, it could be good or bad. Kelly Sowers, yes, cycles of life. Something is coming, right? And when you look at the Tower, it looks destructive. It looks ominous. It looks almost like, wow, like total destruction is coming, right? But it's not always what it means, guys. The meanings are not like cut and dry. You have to kind of put 2 and 2 together and use your intuition in what spirit is telling you, because the cards are not going to always show you and tell you everything that's going on. Okay. And then we have the Magician. Okay. What does the Magician represent to you guys? No, and for the purpose of this course that I'm teaching, I'm not reading reversals. I know, don't come for me. I know a lot of teachers out there that read tarot will be like, oh my God, why are you not reading reversals? I'll get to that in a minute. Tools to make it happen. The Magicians, you're the co-creator manifesting the job. Yes, ma'am. She will overcome her. See, y'all are amazing. Amazing. New opportunities. So if you were to look at these cards, let me hold them up again. And she's asking you to see if she's going to get that job possibly. What would you say? Yes or no? Just answer yes or no. What does your gut instinct say? Is there a strong possibility that she would get that job from these cards? Y'all are badass. Y'all are really good. Yes. The magician has everything that he needs. He has all the tools in front of him. He is an alchemist. It's all about co-creating. So you guys are on point. You see how easy that is? I think a lot of people, I've never taken a tarot course from other people. I was self-taught. I learned myself using them with my gift. And that's what I want to teach you guys and how to do. I think that when you go to the manual, sometimes the manual can be confusing because there's many interpretations. You will have to rely on what you see in the cards. Now, look at the Tower card as well. Destructive, right? You're falling out, you're feeling uncomfortable. Any change that comes is uncomfortable. Starting in a new job, I can tell you from my personal experience, has been uncomfortable every single time when I've ever applied in the past for a new job, and you're starting a new job. And even now that I'm work for myself, anything that I do new, like teaching, I'm going to be honest, like being a mentor, this is new for me. And as you can see, this was not cohesive this whole live. It's not what I expected, but you have to go with the flow. And that is what the Tower card really is saying here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about, luck changes, your luck changes, your life path changes. Nothing stays the same. No we never stay in one place. You will be in a different place in a year from now, wherever you're at. And then the Magician, look at the color that he's using. The color red on the cloak is symbolizes passion. It symbolizes, that vital force, vitality. The yellow is happiness. The yellow symbolizes happiness, movement. It represents the coin, the pentacle, the cup. It's money. The pentacle's money. The chalice. It represents emotions. It represents your I can't even talk. Your inner emotions. The sword represents your thoughts, positive thoughts. And then the rose bushes, fertility, blossoming. You see you see all of this. So you have to kind of look at everything that you're looking at here. If you wanted to go further, you can always pull what we call a clarifying card, which is like another card as well, to see if for some reason you pull 3 cards and it's like the message is not clear to you, then you can pull another card. And basically what's happening there is that you're able to kind of see, what is. So I'm going to pull another card. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can pull another card here. That is a major arcana. Okay, that's not a major arcana card. By the way, the card that I just pulled was the Ace of Wands, so that tells you many things there. But okay, then Ace of Pentacles. So like, I guess I'll just leave it like that. I pulled the Ace of Wands. That was the first card. It's not a major arcana, but it's the first card. Ace of Wands. It's fulfillment. It represents, again, your communication. It represents you achieving what you want. So yeah, that is how we are interpreting that. I'm going to do another exercise of this in the group, and this time it will be a love question. So let me go ahead and do another love question, but we're going to do a different set of cards that I'm going to purposely pick to train you or to teach you, to be that teacher, not train. Bad choice of words. I'm reading the comments here. Change, yes. Past, present, future. You can do it that way. A lot of people see the 3 card spread as past, present, and future, but you don't have to read it that way. I don't read that way. When I read cards, I set them up like 4 in a row. And some people like to interpret the cards from the cards that are in the first row directly, to the card that's on the second row and where they're facing. Hey Ray, yes, I'm fully aware that all my YouTubers can see this. Yes, it was definitely going to just be for my platinum tier, but again, technical difficulties. I didn't think that when we do like because this wasn't supposed to be a public video, it was supposed to be an unlisted video, but for some reason it wasn't. So next time it will be for my platinum tier. Like I said, I'll make it up to you guys, and it will be through Zoom. Because I didn't want to use Zoom, because Zoom is just so, I don't know. I don't like Zoom, but some people like Zoom. I don't care for it. But I know how to use it. So all right, let me pull these cards, because the next one that we're going to be going through is It's just another exercise to get y'all familiar. And I'm going to throw you some curveballs because, honey, we're going to be doing all kinds of exercises. I want y'all to be like the best that you can be with tarot. Okay. So let me just find that card that I'm looking for. Come on. I'm not shuffling them. Plus, I think this is good advertisement for those of you that are not sub to my Patreon and get a little taste of what I'm teaching over there. But I didn't do it on purpose. I swear I didn't. Yes, psychic school. Exactly. This is what it is. Without charging $1,500 or $1,900 and something dollars for a course. Because a lot of these courses, honey, let me tell you, they will charge you an arm and a leg. You could get veneers for what they charge. Okay, I can't find the other card that I'm looking for. It's oh, there it is, in the bottom of my deck. Okay. So now we have Jessie May. Okay. Jessie May comes in. She's coming to you guys. She wants a reading on her love life. She is stuck in a relationship with this guy named Robert. Okay. Jessie May is in a relationship with Robert, but she has these doubts, honey, that, that Robert is a cheater, that he's not being authentic, and just a lot of clues that she's had. She's giving you a little taste of, what is going on in her life, but she's not going to be very clear, right? And so we got Jessie May, and she's like, I want to know if this relationship's going to work out. Okay. And so then you pull the deck out and you pull your cards, right? And you pull 4 cards. We're doing 4 cards. All right. And so now we're going to get the cards. And the first card you got is the 3 of Swords. What does the 3 of Swords symbolize for you? Notice the depiction. It is a heart and it is stabbed, honey. It is slayed like Buffy the Vampire Slayer with 3 swords in it. What does that tell you? Remember, she's asking you about Robert. Okay. And she's wanting to know if this relationship's going to work out. Pain. Yes. Hurt. Yes. Through a third party. Mm-hmm. Right. All those emotions: loss, betrayal, heartbreak, cheater, liar, deception, right? Chastity Wise, like, baby, let me tell you, baby girl, it's not gonna work out, okay? She's just went for the blow, okay? But don't jump ahead, Chastity. Okay, then you get the second card, the Devil. Okay, we got the Devil card. Okay, so now we got heartbreak here with the 3 of Swords, and then we got the Devil. What does the Devil say? What do you feel like the Devil card represents? Kelly from Arizona's like, oof. Disaster, betrayal. Remember, the Devil card is the opposite of the Lover's card. And, well, that's the way I'm teaching it. That's what I believe. But it also represents, notice that they are 2 couples and they're in chains. Addiction, yes. It's all the lower vibrations that you could expect. Yes. If he's cheating with the 3 of Swords, like a third party situation, and then you get the Devil card, it's not looking good. So you have Jessie May, and she's like, your cards are wrong. Your cards are wrong. Because, you get some of those people that come to you for readings. I know that a lot of you that read tarot, I don't use tarot for my private readings, like I said, but I'm teaching them because I use them for myself and for my friends. And so, like, yeah, exactly, Yinny. And toxic relationship. That's what the Devil card represents. Debbie Marie's like, run, girl, run. Run away from Robert. And then we get the 5 of Cups. which is not one of the major arcana, but I'm kind of throwing things at y'all. I want y'all to get, what does that symbolize to you, the Five of Cups? Mm-hmm. Now notice that he is cloaked, but even though it's a male, that could represent her. Okay, that's the one thing I want you to be very clear. Just because the Rider-Waite represents different sexes, male or female, it doesn't mean that this is talking about him. This could be talking about her. Okay. And even though it's representative of a man here, that is beside the point. It represents, look at him. He's like looking down, he's grieving, he's upset, there's doubt, there's worry. The cups are not full. It doesn't runneth over. It's empty. There's only two. And it's like sadness. Right. Exactly. Y'all are getting it. Y'all are nailing this. All of you. I'm very proud of you. So that's exactly what it represents. And then we get the last card. And the last card is death. Okay. So now we've had the devil. We've had the Three of Swords. Well, the Three of Swords and the devil. And the Five of Cups. Now you get the death card. So remember, her question was, is this relationship going to work out? What does this tell you? Loretta's like, it's over, honey. Period, poo. Okay, like I say, period. It's over. Now, you're gonna have some people that are coming on here later on and saying, like, Ray, you shouldn't be teaching it this way. You should be, I don't care about your way of teaching, or this is my class. I'm going to teach it the way that I do, because I believe that we can teach in different ways and to each our own. So this is what I'm teaching. So when you get this card and it comes out in a reading, and I want you to be clear that you're not going to always get this like boom, boom, boom. Like you're not going to get this card and this card always together. You'll get other cards in between, but you have to read between the cards. You have to put the connections together. If this all comes up and I draw 8 cards and you get all of these cards in that suite, it's telling you a story. The cards are telling you a story. They're telling you exactly what is to come. Okay. Now, this is not good. So how would you tell someone like that without being abrasive? Because some people, when some readers do not know how to filter, and I'm not asking you to filter if you give a reading. So how I would say it is, I would say, Jessie May, sweetheart, I'm looking at the situation here, and I feel like Spirit is saying here that, this is not a good relationship that you're in. I feel like you are going through a lot of turmoil with this. It is affecting your life and all of that. And, I feel like, you do need to contemplate your choices, because ultimately what Spirit is indicating here is that, there could be a finality to this relationship. And that's kind of how you want to position it to the person, the sitter that you're reading for. You don't want to be a brain saying, look, Jessie May, girl, you better run. He is an asshole. He's a cheater. You need to, kick him out, like get rid of him. That's not the way to do it. Okay. And the reason that I say that, a lot of people would be very inclined to be unfiltered, and you have to consider how the person that you're giving this information to. Some people are not going to be in a good state of mind. Some people are not prepared for this, especially if you're in a relationship. You have to present it in a way where it doesn't come across as abrasive. I know it's funny. I know it's funny, but it's very true, because there are some people, you don't know what she's going through in her personal life, even though you're psychic and you're using it. So if she's having a bad day, some people are suicidal. Some people are, and the last thing that you want to do is contribute to that, right? And some people, exactly, Loretta, are not ready for the truth. And you have to be expecting the unexpected, because some people, when you give this information, they're not going to always react from a place of love and be like, oh, okay, I see that. Okay, thank you. No, you're going to have Jessie May, and Jessie May's from the hood, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way. She's from my part. I grew up in the hood, and she's like, girl, your cards are wrong, honey. You need to go and pull some other cards. I don't believe that shit. There's going to be some people that are blunt like that. And so you're going to have to, they're not going to be wanting to accept the facts of what is being said. Okay. So you have to like be very gentle in your approach. You don't know if Jessie May has a knife, she's going to shank somebody because she's like, you are a liar. I want my money back. This reading is wrong, because you're going to get some people like that. Trust me. You're going to get people. This is why I do not read in person. One of the reasons that I don't read in person. One, because I get easily, it's too overwhelming for me as a psychic empath. Two, because yeah, you don't want to deal with, and then let's just say that she drags Robert up to your shop, okay? And she's like, I want you to read him now, okay? And tell what the cards have to say. And then you get this whole, I know that a lot of you that read cards out there that are probably tuning into this that are not platinum, you know that you probably have gone through something similar. So yeah, you have to be very gentle with the approach because some people are not happy about it. And then, she could share that reading if it's done even like, in person. She's like, some readers, they allow you to like record the session, etc. So she could take that and she could be going to Robert and be like, look, this psychic said you're cheating on me. Who is she? And then she goes off on Robert, and then they get into the domestic violence situation, and she comes back to you with a black and blue eye, and she's blaming you because you presented the news that spirit gave to you. You're just the messenger. I'm making it a little funny here for sake purposes. It's not going to always be like that. But yeah, you will have drama when you're reading people. Some people do not like the message. So it's very important, because I've been to psychic readers before, and the way that they read, their reading style is very accusatory. It's very to the point. Now, I'm not talking about sugarcoating anything for them or treating them like a baby, but it's all in the presentation and the wording on how you word that for them. Because some people are just not, how would I say, they're not ready. They're not prepared. No one is ever ready when you come to something very heavy. This reading is not like somebody asking about a job. When you start dealing with relationships and those kind of things, it is very, very hard, especially if you're doing in-person readings. And I know that one of my friends who is a reader, she used to read for people in person, and so she used to read for people in person in her home. And so she stopped that because she had somebody else coming in. And yeah, there should be a disclaimer given as well. That is very true. But at the same time, when you are talking about somebody's man or woman, that doesn't really exist to them. They don't care about that. They only care about what you're giving. You have to also explain to them that you're just the messenger. This is not you. You don't know them from, somebody else. And if you know someone, you know about their life, you may want to contemplate whether or not you want to actually read them, because it could be a little biased. So again, you have to consider all the truths, all of the things that I'm mentioning here in this. And I'll be going more deeper into this when we do some more of these through Zoom for my platinum tier. So if you are a platinum member, I want you to know that I'm going to make this up to you. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm learning as well. But for those of you that are interested, you can come in. This isn't like a taste of what to expect in the platinum tier. I'll be doing a lot of these lives with you guys and interacting with you, and also giving you mock scenarios. These are like fake scenarios, but very realistic scenarios to practice with these cards within the group itself. So we're doing that. And then I have a giveaway that I'm going to be announcing today. And so, yeah, you have to just be very careful with all of that. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything about tarot and that I am the master teacher about tarot. There's so many different ways, guys, for you to learn tarot, to approach it, to master that eventually. I'm a firm believer that nobody really masters tarot. I don't care if you've been in the business for 35 years. There's always some new way or method. Some people don't like when they read cards. They don't like working with just one deck. They will work with like three decks, and they mix the cards all up, and they'll pull from those decks, right? Or they'll pull from one deck, then they'll pull a couple from another deck, etc. So This was just meant more for like to go over and do some mock-ups. I hope you enjoyed the exercise. It's not going to be like a long video here. And yeah, there will be a lot more of this. I'm also going to be teaching a pendulum class as well, so we got that lined up. And then I'm going to be getting into runes. I've been using runes too. I'm trying to like get into the runes and other modalities as well. Some cards are so huge. Oh my god, I know. I have I'm trying to figure out where I have, but I have some deck here. I have so many decks, and some of them are like, I don't know, they're like this big, like huge cards, and like you can't shuffle easily. So how do I just subscribe to your platinum tier? If you are a 199 member of Patreon on my Patreon, you can edit your pledge. I don't know how you do it, but I will find out and comment on Patreon. You can edit your pledge from the 199 to be a $10 tier, or if any of you know, you can do that. If you are taking my tarot course, I would like for you to buy your own deck of Rider-Waite cards. They are, you can get them from Amazon, from one of your psychic shops, spiritual shops that you have. I want you to start working with them. I want you to start pulling at least 3 cards a day if you are in my platinum tier group, because of the fact that I believe that in one way to develop your psychic abilities is to use a modality like that, to use a tool. And that is what the Rider-Waite is all about. It's actually a tool. Thank you, Jessie J. She's from Los Angeles. Shout out to my Los Angeles peeps. And oh, I had a question. One of my platinum tier members, or one of my members in my Patreon, asked me like, I want to know. It was some client, some ray of light that was like, she was like, I want to join your Patreon, but I'm kind of not sure. My friend told me that if we use cards that, you know, you could open up doors and everything. With anything that you do, there is a danger. With everything that you do, spirit is around, and there are lower level entities, etc. But that's what I'm teaching throughout this class. If you pay attention to the videos, I show you and I talk about methods before we even get to any readings here, on how to actually protect your energy, to what to do before you go into readings, to protect your energy and clear it, and then what you do afterwards. So can you use the cards to practice while preggers? Yeah, I don't see why not. But let me see here. Oh, the question was about how to subscribe to your platinum tier. Let me just comment here. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's patreon.com/psychic medium Ray. You see it here. Yeah, Samantha M says, I'm pregnant and I use them all the time. So yeah, I feel like you'll be fine. The main thing is to have some of this. Oh, have it here. I was out of stock. I had to order some Palo Santo. You see this little stick? You get a lighter, or if you have a gas stove, you can go to the gas stove, put that in on the flame and let it burn, and then just blow it out. Or if you have sage, I have a big sage stick. Look. Come armed, honey. This is a 9-inch or 10-inch sage stick. So you burn one of these and you just move all that smoke all around you. You pray to Archangel Michael for protection, whatever. You know, the whole thing about my teaching method is more relaxed. It's more cool. I'm not about like, in today's class, we're going to talk about the tarot, and, you know, we're going to talk about the minor arcana. And, you know, people that I just can't. I can't be monotone. I can't be like, you know, I'm trying to be like something that I'm not. So it's going to be very fun, very, I want you to learn, you know, from me, but also put your own spin on working with tarot, and knowing, not be afraid of it, not being afraid of the answers that you get, you know. So Loretta's like, how boring would that be? Girl, I had a professor in college that was like that, and I hated that class. I had to listen to, it was an online class. I think it was world history or it was world government. And oh my God, his lectures, I cringed. He talked just like that. It was like monotone, like stiff. Everything that he said just put me to sleep. So I want to be that cool teacher that helps people, that helps you to develop your gift and not be afraid to use it. And again, interpreting the cards, I want you to understand that there's no right or wrong way to interpret the cards. Um, we all are intuitively connected. The cards are not going to tell you the everything. It's not going to show you the numbers, the addresses, the months, the timelines, and all of that. You have to rely on your intuition and look at the cards, and maybe through the cards you can learn that. And I will be also teaching an oracle card class as well. So I'm going to be teaching different classes to my platinum tier. And for those of you that are my 199 members, I may eventually just go ahead and do away with the 199 class. The only reason that I'm saying that, I'm preparing a lot of you guys not to fret or anything, but I may be doing away with that because it is a little bit too much for me right now to do private readings and to be a mentor, to be a teacher, to be the person that is marketing. I'm doing everything myself. So I'm giving you time. I don't think I'm going to do that now, but probably by the end of July, I may decide to do away with the 199 tier and just stick with the $10 tier, which is my platinum tier. And I think it would be better for everyone to get all of the benefits than rather separating them by tiers. Some people are, doing their different tiers, and it's good if it works for them, if they don't do anything else. But I'm doing a lot of different things in addition to getting my the new oracle deck that I spoke about that I'm going to be launching in the fall, hopefully. So yeah, but I guarantee you, those of you that are waiting for a private reading, you won't be I don't want to sound cocky, but you won't be disappointed. So yeah, at the end of the day, I really have to take care of myself. And really, like, I think, that $10 is very generous. It's not like a $1,500 course through, some of these other institutions that you would go for, and you pay maybe even $200 or $300 for a course, which to me is ridiculous. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. I enjoyed being here. I enjoyed y'all. Love y'all. And if you want to, again, yeah, Starbucks coffee. Thank you, Loretta. Yes, Starbucks. That is a Starbucks. That is one of those coffee. What is it? Coffee cakes from Starbucks. When you get let's say the Trenta size of coffee. I don't even know if they do Trenta anymore. Let me just add something really quick before I go off. I went to Starbucks the other day, and I wanted to get a matcha tea. My favorite thing is like getting the caramel in the cup and then getting the matcha tea with ice, right? And I was like, I want Trenta size because I love me some matcha tea. Okay. And they were like, they can't do the Trenta size on the matcha. I was like, are you serious? I was like, I love, because what gets to me is Starbucks puts so much ice in your cup, you hardly get any of the matcha tea in there. So I'm like, oh, I hate this. I hate it. But yeah, I've been getting into matcha a lot, and I really, really like that tea. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry for rambling. But yeah. So I'm going to be teaching you a lot of things, and I hope you enjoy. I hope that you sign up today. If not, that's okay. This is not endorsed by anyone other than myself. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay cool if you're here in the USA, and if you're in Australia, which I know it's probably like fall over there, stay warm. Bye, guys. I love you.